So you're a creator and you're looking for a creator monitor. What's the best monitor to get as a creator? Because there's a lot of specs, resolutions, color spaces, color accuracy that you need to look through. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorites to get for different sizes and different price ranges. For most people, buying something like this is probably not worth it. This here costs $3 grand, but I don't think you want to spend that much. So here are some of the budget options for creators for very good color accuracy, and I actually found a little loophole how you can make money when actually buying a monitor. Welcome to Tech Notice. So all the monitors that I'm talking about will be linked in the description below as well, so you can go and pick them up right there. I'm gonna start with the absolute gem in this video actually. So this is the Asus ProArt display. This is PA248QV. So the names doesn't matter quite much, but this costs $174. It's a 24-inch 1080p panel, and it's the budget version really. It's 16:10 aspect ratio, so if you're doing some other than like video editing on it, for example, like design, or where you need to see a little bit more vertical kind of display, then this is a really, really good option. You get 100% sRGB and Rec 709, so very good color space for designers. And the Delta E is less than 2, which is very, very color accurate. It's an IPS panel, meaning very good viewing angles as well. And it's also Kalman verified. This is not an expensive monitor at all. And if you find this on a deal, it gets even better. But the best thing about this is that you actually get 3-month Adobe Creative Cloud subscription for free with this one, which if you're already paying for Adobe Creative Cloud, which is $60 per month, or maybe even more by now, if you add 3 months times 60, it's $180. So when you're buying this monitor, you're literally making money if you're already paying for Creative Cloud, if that makes sense. You've just made $5 and you got a free monitor for that as well. But let's move on to a little bit bigger sizes now. So this is 27-inch, slightly bigger, and 1440p. So not quite 4K, but 1440p on 27-inch is still pretty good. The same kind of specs here, 100% sRGB, Delta E is less than 2 IPS, and so on, Kalman verified, and all of these la-di-da. But I think the bezels look a little bit better. The chin is not as big in here. Again, with all of the ProArt monitors from Asus, you get 3 months for free Creative Cloud. So if you're already paying for that, obviously all of these will be a little bit of a better option there and will come a lot cheaper. But it's a great budget option if you want a little bit bigger screen estate. Perhaps getting 2 of these might be a good idea, putting them side by side. Get one of the monitor arms to fit them nicely side by side, very good. I think 3 monitor configuration is the best. If you haven't seen my video on that one, go check them out. But this is my favorite way of actually editing and having screen real estate. Now, if you don't pay for Creative Cloud and you just want a creative monitor, there are actually some other options available as well. This one from ViewSonic is very good as well. So this is a 27-inch IPS, color accuracy, everything is like very much the same in terms of spec wise, but it's got a few little things that are better than the ProArt one. First of all, it is a little bit more expensive, so perhaps that might, put you off, but it's got USB-C input. So if you're using a laptop like I am right now, connecting one cable in here and you can get the monitor display in there as well as to charge your laptop. So if that's important to you, you might want to go with this one. Moving on to 4K resolution now, but still 27-inch. Now we've got ViewSonic, so basically very similar model to the previous one there, but now it's a 4K option. Everything else is the same. IPS, we've got 100% sRGB color space on this. Delta is very, very small, so very color accurate as well. And the USB-C connectivity with this one, $400 is not a bad price for something like that. Once you go for 4K monitor, you really don't want to go back. Now for 4K monitor, this is quite a good price. There is the Asus ProArt display 27-inch 4K one, which is a little bit more expensive. As you can see, $44, something like that. When you're watching this video, check out the links in the description below, because Amazon's running some deals in a minute, and these might be in a very good deal as well. Now, this is slightly different color space. So this is 99% DCI-P3, which is a bigger color space than sRGB or Adobe RGB. So you get a little bit more colors in there. So if you're working with log footage or something like that, you've got more colors in there essentially. You get 3 months Adobe Creative Cloud for free as well. This is 4K, IPS, everything is still the same, but the USB-C power delivery is 96 watts, not 60 watts as we had on the previous one. And you can daisy chain them together. Color accuracy, again, very, very good. Kalman verified display, and all sorts of things. You got a USB hub in there. For 27-inch 4K monitor, it's not a bad price at all with such good specs for creators. There's a lot of monitors out there that give you 27-inch and say 4K, but then the color accuracy is so all over the place. This is one of the main things that you're looking for in a monitor. Look at the Delta E. If they don't give you Delta E in the specs, you're probably going to get ripped off, and it's meant for gamers or some other people who don't need accurate color accuracy. But with ProArt, it's already calibrated from the factory. You know what you're going to see on there. It's absolutely awesome. It works with Mac and PC, so whichever one you go for, it works. And then we have a 32-inch, which might be the sweet spot of here. Now, I looked at BenQ, which is also very, very good. I've done some videos on some of the BenQ monitors before. We're still using our BenQ monitor in there because it still hasn't, broken. So why change if we can still use it, this one? But right now, looking at what BenQ offers, the prices are a little bit more expensive. I mean, let me know what's your favorite ones in the comment section below. But looks like the Asus ProArt displays just offer a lot more for your money. And if you're paying for Creative Cloud, I'm kind of repeating myself, the price just makes sense. So this now is the Asus ProArt display, and this is the 32-inch 4K HDR. This is an IPS panel, so not mini LED yet. You got 100% sRGB and Rec 709 color space, so not as wide as DCI-P3. Delta is very good, Calm verified, USB-C power delivery, all of these things. You get 3 months for free Adobe Creative Cloud. You get the bigger screen estate, which I'm liking a lot. Color accuracy, it just looks one of the best ones out there. The other option is this ViewSonic one. It's very, very similar specs, 32-inch 4K UHD. It's a little bit cheaper, about $65 cheaper, but depends if you're paying for Adobe Creative Cloud. You might want to go with this one. This is a good option here as well. For some reason, I'm leaning more towards the ProArt one. They also have the HDR 400 one here. It's a little bit more expensive because it's got a little bit of wider color space. 98% DCI-P3, color accuracy is still very, very good. USB-C, daisy chain VESA display, HDR 400. So it goes probably a little bit brighter, 31.5, looks like very thin bezels. You can daisy chain them together as well, looks like it. But again, if you're not paying for Creative Cloud, this ViewSonic one is a very good option as well. Now, the color space is not as big. This is 100% sRGB and Rec 709. So depending what color you're working with, but I think for most people, even this one here is very, very good. If you're not using Creative Cloud, probably go with the Seasonic one. If you're using Creative Cloud, the ProArt makes more sense for you. If you want to pick any of these monitors up, check them out in the video description below, and hopefully you can save some money. I'd love to know what monitor you're using, or if you found any other deals that are better than these ones that I've shown here. I'd love to know from you in the comment section below. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.